Those who support banning guns at the Capitol say this is a good first step, but it does not go far enough. Some gun owners say that the vote was by and large symbolic and does very little in regards to safety.
I wish that people stopped trying to use national events here to get their pet projects such as gun control enacted here in Michigan.
Gun owners sound off on the Capitol Commission banning the open carry of firearms inside the state capitol. The move comes after Trump supporters stormed the Capitol in D.C. last week in an attempt to overturn the election. And armed Michiganders protesting covert restrictions entered the state capitol back in May. The six-member commission deadlocked on the ban when they took it up in September. The vote was unanimous Monday.
The new regs that came out, although I question their legality, they do not make the Capitol any safer because at the end of the day, law-abiding people obey the law and those who are not will not.
The open carrying of firearms outside the Capitol is still permitted, as is concealed carry inside the Capitol. That prompted Attorney General Dana Nessel to say the ban does not go far enough. Firearms, whether explicitly visible or concealed by clothing, possess the same capability to inflict injury and harm on others, and only banning open carry does little to meaningfully improve the safety and security of our Capitol.
This thing in the Capitol, again, I don't approve of it, I'm not a fan of it, but it's the least of my concerns relative to the other infernos that we're dealing with relative to firearms restriction.
Chad King is a gun owner and firearm instructor.
What will make a difference for how people carry on a day-to-day basis are the federal legislative proposals in D.C. and the things that are waiting in the winds in Lansing, like the extreme risk protection orders. The idea of people who want to introduce additional excise taxes on ammunition, pricing poor and marginalized people out of exercising their Second Amendment rights is something that we need to keep an eye on.
The ban comes as the FBI warns of armed protest in D.C. and state capitals throughout the country starting January 16th and leading up to President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration.
I think, the potential for escalation is there.
Former FBI agent and head of the Detroit Crime Commission, Andy Arena.
The FBI and Homeland Security looking at what happened last week in Washington, looking at the intelligence, the chatter, the social media activity that they're seeing. It was obviously enough to lead them to alert law enforcement and put them on notice.
All right, State House Democratic leaders say the Capitol Commission did not do enough to protect lawmakers and others inside the Capitol with this ban. Some gun owners I spoke with, they say that when you look back at all of the pro-gun rallies at the Capitol over the past several years, you'd be hard-pressed to find any incidents or crimes committed at those rallies. Hugh, Monica?
But Randy, it only takes one. So will these new gun rules be challenged in court?
Well, that is likely to happen. I spoke with Steve Doolin. He's an attorney specializing in gun rights and the Second Amendment. He says it is very likely that litigation will follow this ban, but who will bring it and how soon it will be brought is up in the air for now.